up ahead. Ooh, soon there be no stoplight.
A very pleasant good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed an honor for me to read 5 questions about the great Juju Royal, as he's affectionately called. We're talking about Julian Marley, one of the prolific, beautiful humanitarian child of Robert Nesta Marley. Today, we're going to talk about Straighter Roads, his big, massive hit, and of course, In Depth with Juju Royal. Stay tuned with Big Stone, and let's read about a great Bob Marley son. Take a listen. 5 questions with Julian Marley. Grammy-nominated artist and cannabis impresario, Julian Marley has the coolest tone. His speaking voice even sounds the same when he sings. And on songs like So High, one of Julian's latest hits, there's a comfortable air that surrounds him. He also portrayed this visually and in the video created for the track, which he says is actually about the natural high of love. There's an even deeper expression from the reggae singer-songwriter. It has a great song. I could feel the energy coming from the rhythm, and then the goosebumps when the lyrics start to develop, Julian told the Gleaner. The album it appears on, Reggae Vaccine, was #1 on the Billboard compilation albums chart, and recently the track peaked at the #2 position on the US iTunes Reggae Singles chart. But talks about sales and statistics are the farthest from Julian's mind. He shared what matters most to him in this week's 5 questions with Julian Marley. How do you feel about So High success? And were your expectations of the track originally focused on its doing well on the various album charts globally? I never really pay attention to charts. The expectation are within yourself from before even writing a song. I can't take any credit. I give all the credit to the Almighty. As I said before, you have to give yourself goosebumps first. And if there's a song that doesn't give you goosebumps, it simply means it was written so fast that you didn't get enough time to. It should be the same goosebumps or feeling you get when you perform and you feel the message being translated to the people. Is there a particular way you want listeners to interpret the song? Well, the video was done in a nice outdoor theme. A picnic by the lake, with all the elements to give the acoustic organic feel. And I know So High will be interpreted in many ways, but overall, I just wanted to speak positive messages. To say we're so high above the traffic and confusion that Babylon put on the earth, so high above and the wall instead of our minds being against the wall, and that's whether at work or in a relationship. But all that's happening with tours being cancelled and the pandemic still very much present, where is your headspace as you prepare to go back on tour? The tour that's coming up, the Straighter Roads tour, is a continuation of the As I Am tour, which we were expecting to start off before the pandemic. But we realized music is never over, and people still need that vibration. I feel I have been progressive in writing and production, even throughout the pandemic time. I have found grace to keep conscious and productive. Obviously now, the set will be spicier as we will play new songs we would not have been playing 2 years ago. Sometimes we get a pause and end up with 5 more new songs. Aside from writing and working on new projects both in music and business, what have you been doing to maintain your mental and physical health? Outside of writing and recording, I do a lot of running, exercise, and reading. I find jogging by myself. It helps me. Even though a person have to know how to be comfortable within himself or herself, I find the time when persons learn something is on their own. You have been doing a lot of education and brand expansion of the Juju Royal brand. Tell us about the latest product, the Comfort Salve. Another extension of me is the herbal business, more categorized under the medication side of the cannabis business. It's all about healing and teaching. First of all, herb calm down every nerve in your body, whether you drink it or smoke it or rub it on. It is good for the body in dosage. And the education on herb is important. And because I am knowledgeable about the plant, that's how I could come up with a salve. For me, sometimes I'm running a lot and you end up overrun yourself. You pained up a bit, but I saw that when I run on the salve, it helps me. It was good to know it works and I wanted to help others. Brata, have you been keeping up with the Nzinga case and how do you feel about it? I have not been able to speak on this topic because I'm way over on the other side of the world. And sometimes being way over here, we don't hear information or full details on the topic. However, to be living in the 21st century and hearing we're still allowing the trimming of such sacred people in Jamaica, Rasta, it kind of get me vexed because I is Rasta. That is why I haven't spoken about it, because I didn't know how to speak. I can only think, if it wasn't for Bob Marley and Marcus Garvey and others, I don't know what would happen for Rastafarian revolution. People travel to the island because of Rastafari, reggae music, and the message of unity and upfulness that we set out in the world. To see a case like this now, it feels like they don't respect that. Then better make things right. I just want to add that one of the greatest Bob Marley's child, Juju Royal, as he's affectionately called, or Julian Marley, has such a great heart. He's such a great humanitarian. Because recently, I was diagnosed with a heart condition. And my friend Mr. Pike, were very, very close friends to Julian Marley, reached out to Mr. Marley and asked him to assist us in bringing my case to the public and to seek some benefit for me. And I can tell you this, I was brought to tears when I saw the great Julian Marley performing all-time favorite song, Straighter Roads, and actually calling my name, Big Stone. It brought tears to my eyes. I want to use this opportunity and to say thank you personally, Julian Marley. Thank you so much for what you have done for me. An aging 64-year-old man who had the opportunity to meet you a couple of years ago. At Oak Road, the museum, I had the opportunity to shake your hands, and little did I know, a couple of years later, you'll be actually calling my name.
Big Stone, if you don't know about this man, if you simply go to YouTube, type in Big Stone Television, you will see all the great works that he's been involved in.
Well, it's all about helping one hand, it's the other, one hand wash the other, you know, so all of us need a hand at some point in time, so now it's time to lend a hand. Or give, you know, we don't lend hand, we give hands.
Absolutely.
Time to give a hand to Big Stone, you know. Blessings.
Yeah man, we stand for Big Stone, you know. You ever make it, my brother?
And reaching out to the world to help Big Stone. Thank you so much, man, from the core of my wounded heart. You've been a tower of strength. And guess what? Soon there will be no stoplight on red. Thank you, Choo Choo. You're a great person. You're a great humanitarian. And believe you me, I wish you all the best in your endeavors. The same way you wish me all the best in mine. I salute you, Mr. Marley. May the Almighty Jah Rastafari continue to guide you and bless you in all of your endeavors. Rastafari.